Hello and welcome to a new Save the World video. I know it's been a while, but we are back with Save the World. Continuing with our Survivors series, let's get a quick refresher. Survivors is what we need to increase our power level. Our power level is what we need to access to higher missions. They come in different rarities which cannot be increased, and all survivors have a personality and a set bonus that will do something specific for your power level. In the description box, I will have more Survivor videos. If you have not watched those, go ahead and take a look at those and then come back to this one. Now that we have completed our first Storm Shield Defense or SSD1, we have our first squad, which is Scouting Party. The Scouting Party squad is going to increase our resistance and power resistance. It helps to increase our shield and shield regen rate. Think of squads as a team of people that will make you be stronger in different areas. All squads will need a lead and a squad members. Since in my new game I only have one squad, I am going to get a little bit ahead of myself and I'm going to explain how do we set up our survivors so you know what to look for. Once you progress on your main quest, you will get more slots, so here are some tips and tricks of how to fill them and what to look for. The total squads of the game is 8. EMT increases your fortitude and power, which equals to increased health. Fire Team Alpha increases your offense and power, which goes to range and melee weapon damage. Gadgeteers increases your resistance and power, which goes to increase shield and shield regen. Corps of Engineering increases tech and power, which goes to traps, ability, and gadget damage, and healing done. Training Team increases fortitude and power, which helps to increase health. Close Assault increases offense and power, which goes towards your range and melee weapon damage. Scouting Party increases resistance and power, which goes to increase shield and shield regen. And finally, the Think Tank, which increases tech and power, which goes again to trap, ability, and gadget damage, and healing done. So as you can see, each squad is going to help you with something different. To fill your squads, rarity is better than personality, at least when you're starting. As you can see here, my power level and stats are changing based on the rarity of the survivor that I am using. You can also see the power level bar on the top left corner to notice the difference. So whenever you get a legendary survivor, use those first to go into your squads, then epic, and so on. Leads would always have a crown on their card. If it doesn't have a crown, it is not a lead. Leading survivors also have an icon, and that icon will need to match the squad that they are leading. For example, the Scouting Party has these binoculars, so we need a lead that has that icon. If you have a lead survivor that is purple and it matches that icon, your power level will be higher even if you have a mythic lead that does not match the icon. You can actually see it here. This is the only exception to the rarity rule. In an ideal world, you want your squad members to match the personality of their lead and bonuses. Once you get more survivors, you can start matching them. All survivors have a team bonus, which is probably the hardest thing to match in the game. Lead survivors do not have a team bonus, and this is reserved for the regular team members. I wouldn't worry too much about the bonuses when you start, but as you progress, you can start looking for these because definitely it will help to your power level. All survivors have 2 icons, personality and team bonus. For personalities, we have analytical, cooperative, dependable, pragmatic, competitive, curious, dreamer, and adventurers. For bonuses, we have trap damage, melee damage, health, shield, trap durability, which probably is one of the best ones, and a lot of players actually focus on this one, ability damage, range damage, and shield regen. Mythic leads are the best, and you can get them in Super People Llamas, Upgrade Llamas, and missions. I highly recommend to do your Llama token missions since those are more common than ticket missions. So if you get an Upgrade Llama that has a mythic, you can use the token instead of using your tickets, and save your tickets for maybe a Super People Llama. These are some of the best ones, and normally you can get sometimes even 2 mythic leads in one Super People Llama. However, they are 1,500 tickets, so they are pretty expensive. So definitely every day log in, check your Upgrade Llamas, do the Llama token missions, and save your tickets. Trust me, those token llamas are going to be a great help. So keep an eye on those and try to do those missions. Finally, there are 2 mythic survivors. Those are the only 2 in the entire game, and you will unlock it by simply playing your main quest. Events are great to farm survivors, so complete missions or alerts that give you tickets to open seasonal llamas. Even if you're progressing, getting survivors is great regardless of the rarity because once you don't need them for your squads, you can recycle them and you get survivor XP, but most importantly, training manuals, which is key ingredient to evolve your survivors. You can also buy 1 legendary survivor per season in the event shop, and you can also level up your collection book as some levels will have legendary survivors as a reward. Do your story quest. This is crucial to unlock more slots and squads to build your power level. I don't trust autofill. It's supposed to pick the best what is for you and fill your squads for you. I have tried that, but I actually rather to know what I'm putting in my squads to match my playstyle, so I don't use it. You can test it though. All survivors have a total of 5 stars. Think of them as level, and to upgrade them to the next level as you progress, you can evolve them. Remember, evolve is not the same as increase rarity, which cannot be done with survivors. Each star will increase your power level, and to evolve your survivors, you will need a required level, survivor XP, evolution materials, and training manuals. Once you are past the base game max power level, which is 131, and you start playing ventures, you can get superchargers. You will need 1 survivor supercharger per star for a total of 5 superchargers to max 1 survivor. So the grinding there is real. You will also need training manuals and survivor XP. Lastly, this is just a tip for my endgame players. Once you have reached the regular game max power level, you can start supercharging your survivors, and those superchargers are obtained by adventures like I mentioned before. It will help you to pass that 131. I think that the max right now is 144, and to do that, I will recommend that once you get your superchargers, always start with your mythic leads, then move to the mythic survivors, and then move to the rest. And that's going to be all for today. If you enjoyed this content, if it helped you even a little bit, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much to my Patreons, and if you want to support this dingo, check the link in the description box. Who knows, maybe we can start a perk for Save the World Patreons as we go. Anyway, thank you all so much for your support. I stream on Twitch and I answer questions all the time, so feel free to drop by. The link is going to be also in the description box, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!